What's going on, Read My Lips people? It's been a day. So, I just felt the need to make a video dealing with this in its entirety instead of a small segment. You see, I spoke on the situation in the Kamala Harris drops out video that I did yesterday. If you want to check out that video, the link is above. So pretty much what's going on is a lot of people in Yang Gang have been hit with copyright claims. None of which are from me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I literally have nothing to do with it. Now, I have what's called an MCN. And they're a multi-channel network. And pretty much, I've had them since 2011. Back in the day, I used to do music. And I went through ASCAP. And I owned my own music. And my music was on YouTube. And I had an MCN which helped me out with my music and it getting played and things along those lines. And this is 2011. I stopped doing music, forgot they existed, started doing politics on YouTube. The MCN was still available, and I just kept them since they worked so great in the past. Their name is Illustrated Sound. Illustrated Sound Music, to be exact. So, yesterday, I wake up, and there are people in my inbox yelling at me about copyright striking their Yang videos. I thought it was trolls because why on earth would I do that? That makes no sense. But then my good friend Russell from Grassroots Yang Gang reached out to me in my DMs on Twitter, and I consider him a friend, a good friend. And he told me it was happening to him as well. So that's when I really looked into it. And it only took 5 minutes of research. It wasn't like I had to do this long, drawn-out research as to what's going on. It was literally all over Twitter. I'm surprised it's not trending. But Illustrated Sound had a bug. And Illustrated Sound was copyrighting copyright striking thousands upon thousands of YouTubers. Not just Andrew Yang YouTubers. On the screen right now are probably screenshots of people complaining on Twitter. So I saw this and I reached out to them. Like, hey, you're putting out copyright strikes in my name that I did not ask you to do, nor are they valid copyright strikes. They were copyright striking like CNN segments, which is probably on your screen right now too. This is fraudulent. Stop it. I also reached out to YouTube. Like, hey, do you know that this MCN, at the time I didn't know it was a bug. I didn't know if they went rogue or not. Do you know this MCN is doing this crazy shit? You got to stop them. Come to find out, it's a bug, a glitch, whatever you want to call it. And it hit people on a mass level. So since I have Illustrated Sound, it sometimes would use my name and say I'm copyright striking people. But it wasn't just me. Take a look at some of these other YouTubers complaining about copyright strikes from Illustrated Sound that have nothing to do with Andrew Yang.
So I woke up to a lot of copyright claims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 claims, and they're all invalid. All by Illustrated Sound Music, and most of them on Bioshock Infinite. There's also a Dead Rising 3 one there. And if you look at the claims, they're all spurious as fuck. It's all this guy's channel here, Gustavo K9 Games, who is under this network, Illustrated Sound Music. That's not a copyright holder. That's a fucking YouTube network, an MCN, multi-channel network.
For all of you interested in the saga regarding Illustrated Sound, fraudulent copyright claiming whole bunch of content creators' videos, probably one of the largest in recent history on YouTube, they have responded with a couple posts on their Twitter. One was from 20 hours ago. So we'll read this one first. That's kind of a... Let's not read it like that. Okay, let me try to grab it. Damn it. Okay, I think the best we can hope for is right here. Alright, so hello, YouTube creators. We deeply apologize for the abundance of copyright claims on your content. We are working closely with YouTube to get these claims released and to restore order back to the Content ID ecosystem. Please be aware that Illustrated Sound creators are not at fault for this error. I don't think that they're saying they're not at fault. I think that they're saying that the creators, the content creators under Illustrated Sound, they're the ones not at fault. I think that's what they were trying to say, but I think some people took it as in they were trying to say they weren't responsible.
So, yeah, it was hitting everybody. And so, even Zach and Matt, it hit. And they hit me up and they said, hey, what's going on? And I spoke to them on the phone. We cleared it up and that got resolved. And I mentioned it in my Kamala Harris video that, this is not me. But apparently, that has over 1,000 views. But apparently, people weren't really listening to that video or listening to me to address it because people were still spamming me and in my comments section asking why I'm doing this to other YouTubers. I would actually respond to them in the comments and tell them it wasn't me, but they just ignore it. And then I felt the need to actually really, really make a video when a YouTuber by the name of Humanity First, whom I'm familiar with, I would go to his channel and watch it, was also hit with copyright strikes. So he emailed me, and he actually made a video about me. Now, I'm not mad at him for making the video, because when he first made the video, he thought some random motherfucker was coming and putting copyright strikes on his videos. After I spoke to him, after I explained it, and after I showed him the evidence that it was not me, I would never, ever put a copyright strike on another fellow Yang Gang video. Like, why the hell would I do that? What would be the purpose in the end? Like, there's no winning that situation. I'd literally be wasting my time and making myself look like a dickhead. So after he and I hashed that out, he took the video down or made it unlisted or did whatever, and I showed him what they call the receipts. And I resolved that with him. But I don't even know if there's other YouTubers that deal with a Yang that have been affected by it. Now, why is Yang being affected, and why is it showing me copyright claiming Andrew Yang videos? Because since I am an affiliate with Illustrated Sound, since they are my MCN, it sees that I do Andrew Yang videos, and the glitch assumed that anybody doing anything with Andrew Yang was my property. That is ridiculous. So I'll reiterate again. No, I have not sent out a copyright claim on anybody, nor would I ever. I want to work with these people. I looked at Yang Gang as a family, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. And however you feel about it is however you feel about it. There were a bunch of people really vying for me to be correct and being on my side and coming to my defense. And everybody that's did that, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because a lot of people were coming to my side. But I'm just going to be honest, there were a lot of people that were complete assholes. Now, there were a lot of people that sent death threats. There were people that made racist remarks. There were people that were saying, I knew you were never Yang Gang. You couldn't be Yang Gang. You're hanging on the coattails. and just crazy, atrocious, horrible things. Now, if the content creators came at me kind of ugly, if the people that came at me that were making these videos came at me kind of sideways, I'd get it. I'd 100% get it. It's their content. And it's being demonetized and copyright claimed. But for Yang Gang fans, people in Yang Gang that come at me that way, I was never really Yang Gang. I knew you weren't Yang Gang. You don't represent Yang Gang. Why? Do I not fit the mold that you would like to see as a Yanger? Please explain to me why I don't fit the mold as a Yanger. Please tell me why I don't fit the mold as Yang Gang. It was very ugly. It was an ugly sign. And I ask you, if Andrew Yang knew of this situation, if we told this situation to Andrew Yang, hey, look, Illustrated Sound has a glitch. It's hitting thousands of channels. Read My Lips actually isn't sending these out. It has nothing to do with it. You know what Yang would say? Oh man, that fucking sucks. Let's get this fixed. But the threats and the ugliness that I saw from some people, how are you Yang Gang? How? Explain. Explain to me, because that was really ugly. And honestly, I'm shocked. Because I've looked at Yang Gang as family. And for some of the comments, God Thor or Gore Thor, you know who you are. And some of the people that were coming out of the woodwork saying some things, it was very surprising. Now, the positive outweighed the negative. There were more positive people that were on my side and heard what I had to say than negative. And I appreciate every single one of you. But inside of Yang Gang, there are some suspicious characters. Suspicious, because Yang would never act that way. And look, for anybody this has hit, I apologize. Even though it's not in my control, I apologize. And, you know, I've shown the screenshots of me reaching out to them multiple times. I reached out to YouTube. But I just want you to know, this has negatively affected me too. I have also been demonetized. So it's not like all these people have been hit and I'm raking in a bunch of cash, or Illustrated Sound is raking in a bunch of cash. I also was copyright stricken. I got hit by copyright strikes as well. If you look at my page, you will see a whole bunch of demonetization on videos. Literally, I'm making no money these last 2 days, just like the people that's been hit by this copyright strike. So what does this mean? Does Read My Lips have anything to do? Did Read My Lips do this? No. It is an Illustrated Sound and YouTube fuck up. Now, on the screen you probably see right now is Illustrated Sound has been reaching back at people, and they've been working incredibly hard to fix this problem. And originally they gave a 24 to 48 hour time span to fix this. And supposedly they're also going to give back and reconcile the money issue that people have potentially lost during that time. Because not only have Yangers been hit by this, but also all sorts of other channels, you name it, Minecraft, all these other channels, but also myself. I have lost money in this ordeal as well. And it's amazing because I was just celebrating hitting 2,000 subscribers. I hit 2,000. I was going to do a video thanking everyone for me hitting 2,000 subscribers. I had big news. I'm going to New Hampshire for New Year's Eve. Okay? And I was going to hang out with Russell. And I was going to see Yang. I didn't get to do the interview with Andrew Yang on Nerds for Yang. Right? I didn't win that. But I was going to see Yang in New Hampshire on New Year's. I had so much content to give you guys, so much stuff to talk about. If you look at maybe 2 videos ago, I said I had so much stuff to talk about. And then this bullshit happens totally beyond my control. So anybody saying, okay, you didn't do it, your MCN put it out there, you have to retract the claims, that is not how it works. There is no magic button where I can say, oh, retract this claim. All I can do is put in a ticket. They've probably flooded with tickets. And I knew this was major because when I put in a ticket to the MCN, they usually respond same day. And that wasn't the case this time around. And look, all it took was 5 minutes of putting an illustrated sound on Twitter, and you can see the fuckery they've caused. So I've been demonetized. I've been hit with copyright claims. Other Yangers have been hit with copyright claims. Other YouTubers in general have been hit by copyright claims. What exactly the bug is, or how this bug happened, or how this glitch happened with illustrated sound, I do not know. I do know they need to fix it. And again, for everybody this is hit, and illustrated sound has for some reason tied my name to it, I apologize. But I've been hit by it as well, and I did not copyright claim. This is my sixth. I'm going to say it over and over again. I did not hit any channels with any copyright claims. That is ridiculous. I've always looked at us on the same team. And these were channels that I looked up to. Humanity First, Zach and Matt, Grassroots Yang Gang. These are channels that inspired me. Do you know what I mean? Why would I ever want to do such a thing? So for the people that gave me the benefit of the doubt, thank you. For the people that said death threats, or let's find out where he lives, and shit like that, fuck you. That is not Yang Gang, and that is the opposite of what Humanity First is. That is the opposite of what family is. Do I take any of the threats to heart? No. But you just took this opportunity to show your ugly side. Why would you do that? There's people that have been in the comment section, and I'll post some here on the screen below, asking hey, brother, why would you do this to another Yanger? I explain it, and they're like, oh, cool. I figured it. There was a mix-up. Sorry that had to happen. If you want to ask like that, if you want to see what's up, that makes sense. But the threats and you're garbage and your channel's garbage and this and that. Are this channel is sketchy. And here's the fucked up part. For the guy that he put this one guy who put on 7 of my videos, just channel sketchy. He's doing these copyright claims. I responded to him and he ignored it. And I know he's seen it. I know you've seen my response, but you chose to ignore my response because you didn't want that to be the truth. You wanted to go off on a tangent and be an asshole. So that is what happened. Illustrated Sound, which is an MCN, a multi-channel network. If you don't know what that is, they're sort of the middleman between a content creator and YouTube. Okay? Back in the day, so I showed you, 2011, they were really relevant, and you kind of needed one back in the day to get income and to contact and talk to YouTube. They were really hard to get in touch with. You end up talking to a bot or something back then. They're not as much needed now, but they're still around and they still exist. Clearly, because hundreds upon hundreds of people use Illustrated Sound. You've seen this because the massive amount of copyright claims from these hundreds of people has gone out there. These fraudulent copyright claims. So Illustrated Sound, an MCN, has done this. Not Read My Lips. Not Ronnie Hicks. Not me. If you are watching this video and you are Yang Gang, share it. Because even though I put it in even though I commented on this in the second half of my Kamala Harris vid, which again has over 1,000 views, so that means a decent amount of people from my channel have seen it. It's still going, and people are still talking about it and asking why I did this, which means not enough people are seeing that response. So if you're Yang Gang, share this response, link it to other channels that you think might have this happen to them. Share it on Twitter. Please share the response, because if I make this response and somebody overlooks it or they don't listen to it, and they continue to think that Read My Lips has sent out this copyright strikes, then they're always gonna have a negative light painted on me for something that I have no control over and didn't do. So this is my response. And again, I had so much other content to bring you guys, but I had to take the time out to address this because I felt it was really important. Again, I guess, like I said, I'm going to New Hampshire for New Year's. I just have to figure out a hotel stay because there's no way I'm driving. It's about 3 hours away from where I am, so there's no way I'm driving back. So I got to figure that out. But yeah, Read My Lips did not send out a copyright strike to any YouTuber. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.